What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a basic gel French nail video. So today we're going to be doing some white French tips. So we're first starting off by doing our nail prep, and I'm using my very pointy drill bit, and I'm using that to clean up my cuticles, to remove all the dead skin, and also just going around the nail plate and getting any pieces of the nail that is sticking off of my nail plate. So the next step is I'm going to be straightening the ends of my nails just to make them look a little bit straight, so that when they grow out even. And I'm also going to be using my nail file to file the top of my nails to create a texture so that my nails will last longer. The next step, I'm going to be using this cuticle cleaner, I like to call it, and I'm going to be using this to basically cut around my cuticle to make sure I get all the pieces that are sticking up so that my cuticles look a lot cleaner. I use this a lot because it's just easier for me to use than using a cuticle nail clipper. I'm not at that advanced yet, so I'm using this method just for myself because I still am a little bit on the learning side of doing nails. So next we're going to be going in and we're going to use the ball end of my drill, and we're going to be using this to clean up any pieces that I have left behind on my cuticles, and we're only doing the part on my skin that is sticking up. The next step is I'm going to be applying some alcohol to my nails, and I'm going to be wiping them with a wipe and removing all that dust and particles from my nails. So the next step is I'm showing you guys what gel I'm going to be using to apply my nails. This is from Shein, and these are also from Shein, these nail tips. So I don't know what shape this is exactly, but those are the nails we're going to be using. And I'm also using a primer on my nails. So the primer is what also adds to adhering the nail to your nails. So we're first applying the primer, then we're going to be adding our gel. And the reason I'm adding the gel to my nails is to make sure when I apply the tips that the gel we add to the nails will actually stick. So this actually helps, and I've learned that by doing it this way, they actually last a lot longer. And we're going to be carrying in between for about 60 seconds after adding each nail. So here I'm just adding the gel to the nail, and then I'm using the access gel to fill in the gap in the nail, and then we're applying it to our nail. And I'm using my UV lamp that's on the right of me. Even though you guys can't see it, it's on the right of me first to actually adhere the nail to my nail, and then I'm putting it inside of the actual lamp to cure for fully. So we're doing that to each finger. And again, I am going to be shaping the ends of these nails because these nails have a weird shape towards the ends of them. They weren't round, and my nail plates are obviously round. So I had to use my nail file to shape them because you want to make sure they are exactly shaped the same way as your nail. That way you don't end up with any lifting on your nail, and it also makes it look a lot natural. once you have all of your nails applied, we're going to be using our 100-180 nail file, and we're going to be filing these nails. So we're filing the sides of the nails, and we're also going to be filing the top of the nail, just to make sure that the nail has some texture to it, so when we add the polish, it'll have something to hold on to. And I don't normally use this type of shape, but because it is a much shorter nail, I'm just following the natural shape of the nail, just making it a lot cleaner and straighter. And we're going to do that to each nail. I won't be using my nail file for this part because you don't want to file too much of the nail. You want to make sure you're just lightly buffing the top of the nail with the nail file to create texture and to also shape them. This is just the easy way I like to do it. I'm sure there's a lot of videos out there you can probably watch that show you different ways, but this is my method that I've been using for years. So it's the one I'm accustomed to. Hopefully this helps you guys. My next step is I am using the ball drill bit, and I'm going to be going around the skin where we applied the nails, just to make sure the ends of the nails line up with my cuticle and that they are not touchy, because you want your cuticle to be separate from the nail we just applied so that it does not mess up the nail polish adherent, and mainly just with the overall natural look of the nail. So this step is very important after you put your nails on. Alright guys, so now we are on to cleaning up the nails with the alcohol and the wipe to get all the dust and particles off of our nail. And now we're going to be doing our polish. So this is the color I chose to be the base of my French tip. It's a very beautiful pink color, and I'm going to be applying 3 layers of this. Why 3 layers? Because I'm basically going to be trying to create a structure for my nail, so I want my nail to last. So I'm doing 1 coat, and then I'm curing it for 60 seconds, and then I'm doing the 2nd coat and doing the 3rd and doing the same method. And this just helps to create a different structure for the nail so that the nail lasts for a long time, because if I was to just apply 1 coat, the nail would actually not last as long, and it would be a little less thicker than a hardened nail, and I was going for more of a hardened nail, so that's what we're doing here. And yeah, we're just going to be applying this all over our nail, and we're using our brush to clean up with alcohol, and we're cleaning up around the cuticle before we actually cure it, because you don't want your nails to be flooded. So here we're just using that brush with alcohol, and we're cleaning up around the nail so that when we put it in the lamp, it actually cures properly without touching your cuticle. This is how you create a clean look on your nails when you are doing your own nails at home. So now we're applying our 2nd coat of that polish, and we're just repeating the same method we did first. We're applying the polish, and then we're using that brush to clean it up with alcohol and curing it for 60 seconds. All right, so now we're going to be doing our French tip. So I'm using this polish that I got from Shein. Majority of my products I got from Shein, and I think they're okay for like beginners. And we're using this pink brush. It's a very small, thin tip. And I'm using a thin tip because it's easier for smaller nails. So we're just gonna be doing this first method. So I have 3 methods I'm showing you. The first method is just me using the actual brush from the nail polish bottle, and I'm applying it in the way that a French tip looks. And then I'm using a brush and I'm cleaning it up with the alcohol to create the actual clean French tip. And I will say this method is, I guess it's easy, but in my experience of doing this, I think that it's a little bit exhausting because you have to keep cleaning it up. So will I tell you to use this method? It's up to you, but I would say for me it's okay. But my second method might be a little bit easier because the second method just involves me using the actual thinner brush, and I'm using that with the white polish, and I'm polishing just the corners, and then I'm doing a straight line. I think that way may be a little bit easier. And then we do a second coat because we want the color to be very opaque, which is, we don't want any type of see-through or any indentations that may have looked like, wasn't properly polished. So I'm going with a second coat on top of it. Again, this is a polish from Shein, so a lot of their nail polishes are not as good quality as they should be, but it is beginner friendly. And I'm just applying some top coat to that nail because I don't want it to get dirty or any type of hair, dust, anything to get on it. So I'm going to be putting that in the lamp every single time I do a nail. I'm so excited to wear these nails for all of May because for the longest I really wanted to do my nails, but I was just trying to figure out what I wanted to do. But I definitely love this nail set. I love how it came out in the end because nothing beats a basic white French tip because it literally goes with every outfit. And it's spring right now, so definitely bringing out my spring outfits and wearing my nails out this month. And I will be wearing my nails and showing you guys how long my nails last in every video I post because I want to show you guys that this set definitely gave me longevity. So I'm excited. And what is better than doing your nails at home when you don't have to pay a dime? So I hope this video motivates you guys to want to try your nails at home because nothing beats not having to pay anything. All you have to do is invest in the equipment, and then over time it will come in handy because every time you want to do your toes or your nails, you'll have something to do it with. So definitely keep that in mind if you guys are watching nail videos and wanting to learn at home. I would definitely keep that in mind. So yeah. All right, guys, so here I am showing you guys the second method. So here is me showing you just basically you're applying the polish to the corners, and then you're creating that round French tip with the actual brush. And I feel like this way may have been easier because, as you can see, it's already developed. I already have the actual outline of the nail. So I'm trying to do it on each nail and show you guys like how easier it is and quicker it is. It's definitely a lot easier. I will say this method is a lot quicker. And yeah, we're gonna be doing this method on all of the nails, also making sure I clean them up and make them look a lot cleaner before finishing. I struggled doing this French tip so badly, and what's crazy is this is actually my dominant hand. So I was just imagining like doing my non-dominant hand and how hard it's gonna be. And yeah, I really struggled, but you guys will see in the end result that I actually did very well. I would say this is like my third time of doing this type of nail design on myself, because I normally do my toes, and obviously I'm only using my dominant hand for both feet. So doing it on my nails was a lot difficult because your nails are a lot larger than your toenails. So this was definitely a challenge, but I think it's a challenge that I definitely achieved. And I'm proud of myself because I am making a lot more progress on doing my nails myself at home. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this video so far. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you guys want to see more videos and content of mine. I hope you guys enjoy watching all my videos so far. I am definitely learning a lot about myself this year. So yeah, so now I am showing you guys the last two nails that I'm struggling with right here. It did take me a couple times of doing it over and over, and I was going to quit mid-video, but I persevered through it. I really did, because I was like thinking to myself, you know, I was actually watching something while doing my nails, which kind of helps me get through the video. But I kept telling myself, like, if I don't get this nail done, I'm not going to do it. And I'm just be walking around with two that's not done. But I ended up finishing it though. So I was proud of myself because I normally don't quit things, but these nails were really driving me crazy because it's just too much of trying to fix each nail, because I am a perfectionist, and if it's not perfect, I won't keep it. I'll literally just take them off. So if you're like that too, let me know down below, because learning your own nails it's actually a challenge, but I feel like over the years of doing it, I perfected putting the nail together. It's just the design part of the nail that I kind of struggle with. So yeah, I really like how they came out though. The shape and everything. I love short nails, so yeah. Here we are finally on the pinky nail. We finally finished our middle finger and our second to last finger. So yeah, we did do this method is a lot easier for me. As you can see, I use this method several times. It's definitely a method I would recommend you using. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that your day is going well wherever you are in the world. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. There's going to be way more videos coming up soon, more vlogs. And yeah, we are in the end. I'm just going to be applying some top coat to my nails and some cuticle oil, of course, just to finish off the nail, making sure all corners are covered. And this is also going to help keep our nails nice and sealed as well, as we periodically wash our hands throughout the day. And yeah, that finishes the nails off. This is my left hand done. I hope you guys enjoyed watching my tutorial on how I do my nails at home. Here's my left hand all done, and then I'm going to show you my right hand. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to your girl. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.